Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we're back here for our FM24 current save down in Australia with Adelaide United, trying to get them to the pinnacle of Australian football. We've actually done pretty well. In the first season, we won the regular season league, qualified for Europe. In the second season, we got all the way through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, the Asian Champions League, which was outstanding, and won the cup. But the important thing, the thing that we missed out on in season one, was winning the post-season playoff thing, which for some reason they have, and for some reason is important. So that's what we're doing today. It's the semi-finals against Melbourne Victory. It's going to be tough. They won the league by a whopping 13 points and were 16 points ahead of us. They beat us twice, only just, but beat us twice. So are we going to get anything out of this? Are we? Let's have a look. Well, folks, maybe is the answer to that, because Melbourne Victory have not been on the best of runs and we have gone on a reasonable run. So perhaps there is reason for optimism. Yes, we lost to Sydney United there, but we have beaten a bunch of teams recently, including that very, very comfortable win over Macarthur FC. That was one of the most dominating performances we have given in recent times. Hopefully that is doing the right thing at the right time. Melbourne Victory, on the other hand, whilst having an absolutely fabulous middle part to the season where they were 100% for 3 months, which is unbelievable form, the last few months have not been nearly as good. In fact, they've only won twice in the last 6 games. So there is hope potentially to get something out of this. And they finished off the season with 3 home games and only pulled out 1 win out of that, which is absolutely crazy. Didn't really score many goals either, but they had won the league by then, so it perhaps didn't matter a huge amount. Anyway, folks, we are going into this. I've got everything crossed that we're going to put a decent performance together in the first leg, so we're not out of it, and hopefully we can just pull off a win in the second leg, maybe, possibly. Let's have a look how we've done against them just briefly earlier in the season. So we beat them 2-1 in the Australian Cup final, forgot to mention that. So we have got previous over them, but then they beat us 2-1 in that match. We had a player sent off and the late goal for them. I was gutted with that, but then this was even worse because we were better than them in this game. We were they had to defend well and they got a goal late, early in the game, but we just couldn't score. So let's go and do it. Let's see over 2 legs, can we do this? So just quickly going through the squad, we have Ibarra and Karoma leading the line. Karoma's come in very well actually in recent times. 5 goals in his 12 appearances, so 1 in 2 is very nice. The Prince, he's been rather less impressive. 7 goals in 22 games, which isn't great. Madanda is on the right. Garuccio is on the left. Now, he came in for them against Macarthur as a bit of a risk, and he played outstandingly well. So we're going to give him a chance here. Perhaps in where we need a bit more defensive guile, it might be more sensible to do something else. But, he might create something. Yull and Tunnicliffe in the centre. Yull's back in form again. But we've got Algic, who's also playing really well on the bench there. So there's options in that position. Kito, Kikianis, Majekaduni and Van der Zaag across the back line, and Gauchi in goal. So let's see what we can do here. Western Sydney Wanderers absolutely smashed through their match. Something like 5-0. So it looks like they're probably going to get there. They won this last season after beating us in the semi-finals. So let's see how we can go. We're not favourites in this game, are we? I don't think. We need to show what we're about. That's right, lads. Show what we're about and see what we can come up with here. This is going to be tough. I'm hopeful for a tight game with just 1 goal either way, maybe. For some reason, we seem to be at home, but it said we were because we were looking at the other team. That's why. So, of course, it makes sense. Kito with a wild ball. That's poor play from a lot of players there. A lot of mistakes there, and we got away with that big time. That was dreadful play. Need to be better, folks. Looks like Victory have started well, and they are 1-0 up. Goalkeeper palms that onto the post. That's not good enough. Not good enough from anybody. Need to be much better. They are checking this. I don't know why they'd be checking this. It's disallowed. Why is that disallowed? Offside? What the heck? Ah! The reason the goalkeeper missed it was because he just tucked it away. So that's all right. We got away with that one. So already Victory have got a few yellow cards out there. Maybe they will be picking up. There's an injury here. So I'm really not happy with the way we're playing. And that is 1-0, and it's been coming. Every attack that we've seen, they look dangerous. But did they go too early? No, they didn't. That one is awarded. So we need to be much better in the second half. We've created precious little in this game. Well, we're still yet to have a shot. I was laughing at Macarthur for hardly having a shot. Oh, at the outside of the post, Karoma almost made a good thing there. Not quite. That would have been very nice. Here they come again. We've gone a little bit more attacking. Gauchi has to get his hand to that, and Yul clears it to Garuccio. Is this game just too damn big for him? It quite possibly is. We get to half time. We've just not shown anything. Not shown anything at all. You have been awful. We have inspired them by telling them how terrible they are. We're not making any changes just yet, but we may need to think about that. Because no one's been playing terribly. We've just not done much. We've been remarkably rubbish, really, considering the form that this side's in. But maybe it counts at this stage. But here's the Prince. Can he find a pass? He's done precious little. Ball in. Ooh, the goalkeeper was backtracking there. And Mandanda is not going to score like that. Bit of a loopy header. Getting a little bit more out of this game. I mean, there's been absolutely nothing in it in terms of chances from us. But it seems like most of the chances that we've seen have been relatively dangerous that Victory have managed to put together, which is a slight worry for me. Right, so we've made 3 changes, all attacking changes. We've got nothing really left to change. Algic is on. We don't really have an opportunity to move his position, but that's fine. Cluffy is on. We're going to play him as a false 9, see how that works. Halloran's on for Garuccio. Unfortunately, it was not the game for the youngster today, so older, wiser heads coming in probably was the decision I should have made from the start, but didn't do that. We have put shoot on sight on as well, but it looks like the chance is coming to Melbourne Victory. So again, not the best performance. We don't want to go too down because we just created absolutely nothing. They're just a better side, it seems. And it is too. It's a lovely, lovely goal. Ben Falomi, it's a type of cheese, I believe, makes it 2-0. It's just not good enough, folks. 2 shots on target as well. That's the kicker. Both of them in the back of the net. Well, 6 shots for Victory, 2 on target, scored both. It's clinical, you have to say, but it should be better than that. And we created absolutely nothing. Absolutely no good chances. Apart from that shot that hit the post, that is all we created. So let's go forward and we'll see how we do. Cluffy has not scored for 7 matches. Wouldn't it be great if he could get a goal in the next one? We need to be so much better going forward. Look at this result. Could we do something like this? They were 4-1 up. They were 5-1 up from the first leg. No, 4-1 up from the first leg. Western City Wanderers away from home. And they've just gone and won this 5-1. Sydney Wanderers away from home have won 5-1, winning it 6-5 overall. Absolute crazy town. So is there a chance for us to do something like that? Because we saw nothing from us in that first leg. Maybe we can do something. We're expected to lose. Let's go against the grain. Let's get this going. So here we go. It's here. We've got 2 goals to get back. We're going to change some of the playing staff around, try and get a little bit more out of this squad. Right, this is full risk. We are putting a higher defensive line up there. We've got a high press, and we are going to go a little bit less ball over the top. Passing directness will be a bit shorter, but hopefully we can still find those effective passes. We want to be expressive, and we'll see how things go. Team is Ibarra, Karoma. Halloran's in for Garuccio. He's on the bench. Mandanda, Algic in for Yul alongside Tunnicliffe. Kito, Kikianis, Majeka Dooney and Van der Zaag. Just thinking about what to do on the bench. There are some options. Toure is out, so going at the one end of the pitch, we don't really have those options. But what about at the other end? I wonder whether Cavallo could be brought. No, we'll go with that bench, and we'll see how things go. Ben Halloran, wouldn't it be nice if he has his best game of the season? We've beaten them once already this season. The problem is they've beaten us 3 times. So we're at their place. Everything suggests we are not going to get this done. But let's see what happens. We've picked the ball up in our left back position. Tunnicliffe goes along with that. And don't quite get the ball up to Prince Ibarra. But maybe there's a chance. Ikarumba's got through. Now remember, this guy cannot finish. But he has today, and we're 1-0 up, and we've got one of those goals back. A lovely bit of play, counter-attack, and we've done what we needed to do. We scored a goal. It was a terrible pass back there. The centre-back wasn't expecting, and Karoma just bides his time and finishes it beautifully. So that's exactly what we needed. That's how we needed to start this. So we have a goal now, and already that's going to build the confidence. As long as we don't concede almost straight away, that's all good. Are they going to be complacent? Here's Gauchi with the ball. Is he going to go along with this one? He does. We've got the Prince up there. Can he win the header? No, he can't. Algic does. Oh, Karoma loses the ball in a dangerous position, but we've pulled the possession back, and they're having to play through us again. Falomi, who scored all those goals. Elder. We've made another challenge, but it's gone straight to them. It's frustrating when that happens, isn't it, folks? I thought we were going to give a penalty away there, but they come here again. Rimmer. You feel there's a goal coming. There it is. Iconomidis. That's not the same guy, is it? No. I thought we had our right midfielder was something like that, wasn't he? But they worked that chance really nicely. And that little bit of hope that we had has been taken away from us. They are cruel, cruel people. Right, well, they've, again, just stifled the chances, but maybe we can be a little bit more incisive. It's Halloran into the top corner. Lovely header. And we've had 2 shots and 2 goals. That's even better than their 6 shots and 2 goals. We've got both of our shots on target, which is outstanding. So we are back in it. It's still 3-2 down, though, so we desperately need another goal. But if we're scoring the goals, this is all good. Right, Da Silva at the back here. They seem to have got through us every time. That's a lovely ball out wide to Arzani. We weren't there. We had 2 on him, and he still got through that. Ryan Teague off the bar. And we got away with that one a little bit. Well, we get to half-time and we're not out of it. We are not out of it. We're 2-1 up and we just need another goal. We just need a chance, apparently, because we score from every chance we create. Forward line is playing much, much better. You just wonder whether we can get a little bit more out of Ibarra just by changing his position, perhaps. Maybe making him a poacher. Let's see how that works. We are trying a few balls a little bit beyond, so maybe the poacher will, be a good thing. Gets in the right places at the right times, that sort of stuff. Not seeing another chance though. Here's Kitto, 60 minutes into Tunnicliffe. Big Miles, is he going to find the pass? He goes for a bit of a funny one. Mandanda, it's just the ball bounces off his head straight into them. I thought we were creating something. It looks like it might be them, unfortunately. That's a nice little ball round the corner, but we have picked it back. And here's Macarthur, and Mandanda got it there because the player was out of position. Karoma, he's looking for the through ball. Halloran. Oh no! Oh, we were putting ourselves in a great position. I was almost getting excited. The Prince has gone. Has he gone early? It's wild. He had his chance there to put his name up there in lights, but it's not to be. What an opportunity. Making a couple of changes here. Zaki Clough is coming on for the Prince. We've pushed Josh Karoma up top. We're going to play him as an advanced forward because that's what he's good at. Cloughie going to be playing in that deep line forward role. Yol is on for Algic, and we've got the option then to bring on Joey Garuccio if we need to, but let's see what we can come up with. Can we get one more opportunity to get this into extra time? We'll see. Need to put the pressure on. Here is a nice tackle from Cloughie. That's what he brings to the side. Mandanda down this right side. Come on, put the ball in. Oh, the goalkeeper makes a bit of a meal of that. Here's Yol. Halloran, it's in. It's 3-1. Wow. Did you see that coming? They certainly did. They had 9 shots and only scored 1 out of the 4 on target. Much better performance defensively from us, even though we've created less, but it just feels like the chances they're getting are not as good quality. But what a lovely spot from Yol there, just on substitution, and Halloran gets in the back of the net. We are all square now. Is there going to be a winner, and who's it going to be for? Well, Ryan Kitto is tired, and we are both, and he's on a yellow card, so we're taking a touch of a risk here. We're bringing on Carvalho at left back, and we'll see what happens there. Could we go to penalties? Do we automatically go to penalties? No, we don't. We go to extra time, don't we? But we have managed to take it to extra time. No one thought we were getting there, and as you can see, the chances they've created, have not been great beyond those ones right at the start. So we generated our chances. We scored the good ones, which is what we should be doing. And here we go into the extra time. And just have we got anything left in the tank? There's a lot of tired players out there. Mandanda particularly, he looks dead on his feet. Here's Macarthur. Can he find the ball through? It's Van der Zaag into Yol, who's just come on. Just don't want it to be a mistake from someone if it does go wrong. Here's Karoma. Can he finish it? Oh, he can! It's glorious. He finds the top corner. It's 4-1 and we are up. And exactly the same thing has happened is happening that we saw in that other match. Absolutely ridiculous. We're 4-1 up. And all of a sudden, we are in the driving seat, folks. So we are creating chances. We're at half time. Macarthur is knackered. We have opportunities to bring someone on, and I think what we might do is bring Javi Lopez on into that central midfield role, just to use all of his 39 years of experience. Carvalho with a corner. Could we get another one? Is there a penalty? Who's going to take this, folks? We have a penalty. If this is a penalty and we score it, we are going to be in dreamland. Is it going to be Clough standing over this one? He is the penalty taker. Zach Clough to put his name in lights. He's done it. And we are 5-1 up with just 5 minutes to go. Wow. Who said I didn't like the playoffs? We're just time wasting a little bit. We're taking off being more expressive. let's just coast on in now. We're almost there, folks. Oh, yes, a 5-1 victory against Melbourne Victory. Where did that performance come from, folks? Where did it come from? No, not one of you expected that to happen. Not one of you. But there we go. We are going to be in the final, and we're playing Sydney FC, which is an interesting one because they also had a really poor first leg like we did. But wow, did we come back there. Halloran, I said, wouldn't it be amazing if this was his best game of the season? And that's exactly what he did for me. Zach Clough, I said he will score a goal soon, and he scored today. Admittedly, it didn't matter quite as much, but Karoma finishing when it matters, and we are into that final. That is huge. So we're going to be playing Sydney FC in the final. We'll quickly look at how they've got on, which is going to be a fun one. In the grand final, is it? It's at our place somehow. So they're in an interesting run of form as well. Yeah, and we've recently played them a few times and done quite well against them. So you never know, folks. You never know. We might have enough to do this. And if we do this, then and win against Sydney FC, I think that will kind of be it for this particular save, and we'll move on to something else shortly afterwards. But yeah, well, that was one of my most satisfying victories in FM24, I think. Absolutely glorious it was. Did not see it coming. I thought, certainly even in the first half, I thought we were lucky to be 2-1 up, and then all of a sudden we dominated the second half, scoring goal, creating chances. Just brilliant. Anyway, folks, we're going to leave it there. If you did enjoy that, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one, for the final. See you then, bye-bye.